Amid all nature's beauty Kashmir is blessed with, Kernah stands one of the forlorn valleys. Kernah, formerly known as Kernaah, is a small hamlet located on line of control between India and Pakistan. Geographically, the region is a longitudinal depression in Kazinaq range of North Kashmir Himalayas. Tin-roofed houses in clusters can be seen dotting the plains and slopes of this beautiful valley, located at an altitude ranging from 8,000 to 10,000 feet above the sea level. Despite its fascinating landscape and historic importance, the place is yet to be exhausted of its potential for those who feel the twin taste of adventure and beauty. The area was rocked by a major earthquake on October 8, 2005, resulting in the death of 270 persons in Kernah and destruction of property worth crores of rupees in the area. About 50,000 people were rendered homeless by the quake in Kernah Tehsil alone. The quake wrought more havoc across the line of control in Pakistan-administered Kashmir, where over more than 1 lakh people were killed. Most houses in the area collapsed into heaps of rubble, and the remaining that are left standing have developed severe cracks. Just a tremor and they are flat on the ground. The only construction materials available in the area are rocks and timber, not strong enough to stand the spectre of an aftershock. The people in Kernah are now gradually coming out of the shock, gathering bits to pull on. After all, life is like that. Around 160 km northwest of Srinagar city, Kernah is a tehsil within the border district of Kupwara. The mountainous 80-km road from Kupwara to Tangdar is the only link of Kernah with the world outside. The treacherous road, zigzagging through mountains, is a virtual crusher, and the going gets tougher in bad weather conditions. In winters, the road used to remain closed for months together due to a heavy snowfall at Sadhana Pass at an altitude of over 10,000 feet. Even in summers, Sadhana is mostly engulfed with a thick fog that almost blinds the human eye. Thanks to global warming, due to very less snowfall in the winters, the road remains open almost the whole year. As Kernah is a landlocked place, it remains dependent on the Valley of Kashmir for supplies of essentials. Hundreds of truckloads of material, including food, clothes, medicines, and building material, are transported every day. Some 30 years back, when this road was non-existent, people would foot the craggy mountains across. While the roads and vehicles may travel a bit easier, it has created havoc with landscape, resulting in declining forest cover and erosion of land. Prior to the road and the material development, the people in the area were probably happier and contented within their own narrow confines that are still lush green and beautiful. Kernah comprises many small valleys surrounded by lofty mountains. No plains seen, as the whole region is mostly hilly.
We have a very hot summer here, and winter too is not very bad. But the problem that we face during winter is the snow that cannot be removed. So that blocks our way. If we have to go to Kupwara or Srinagar, so it becomes risky because we have to cross a mountain that is called Sadhana Top.
Amid terraced rice and maize fields on mountain slopes, Kernaah comprises 42 villages with a total population of around 70,000. The people are very simple. Around 80% speak Pahari language and the remaining 20% Gojri. Pahari is a language of Indo-Aryan family of languages and is spoken over a very large area, starting from Nepal, running throughout the foothills of Himalayas in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir in India, Pakistan-administered Kashmir, and throughout the northern Pakistan, up to river Indus and Chitral. Very near to Urdu, Gojri and Punjabi languages, Pahari is written in Urdu script. Nowadays, it's also written in Perso-Arabic and Devanagari scripts. These innocent, beautiful faces, living on the edges of a landlocked area, have learned the art of living in harmony with nature. Engaging in all types of trades concerning their day-to-day life, people in Kernaah remain landlocked between Sadna Pass and the line of control. Before partition of India, Kernaah was not as secluded as it is today.
एक तहसील थी टीटवाल में, ज़िला हमारा मुजफ्फराबाद था। ये पहाड़ तो हमारे बिल्कुल खुले थे, यहाँ कोई फौज नहीं थी, महाराजी राज था उस वक़्त। उस वक़्त हम इधर से मुजफ्फराबाद तक तीसरे चौथे दिन पहुँचते थे। कश्मीर को पूरे बड़े के टाइम में एक गली हमारी साधना खुली होती थी और बंद होती थी, इसमें कोई नहीं जाता था। बैकों में जब बाहर आ जाती थी तो लोग माल मवेशी वाली बैक जाते थे, यहाँ कोई नहीं रहता था। उस वक्त गर्मी बहुत पड़ती थी, आदमी खट थे। तो उस वक्त कोई गाड़ी शाड़ी श्रीनगर में नहीं आती थी, उधर भी कोई गाड़ी नहीं थी। लोग बस्ती करते थे। ये तमाम कश्मीर में पुलियों की छत थी, ये घास की छत जानते हो ना, शादी की जी, इसकी छत थी मकानों के ऊपर। इतनी बस्ती नहीं थी, खट थे लोग। और उधर के लोग कश्मीर के जो हैं वो इधर से जाते थे चलते चलते, तो पाकिस्तान से उधर से पंजाब जाते थे, फिर जिसको हम दिल्ली कहते हैं, इधर से जाते थे, फिर इधर ही से वापस आते थे। इधर का कोई रास्ता नहीं था, थोड़े थोड़े लोग थे, कोई बाजार नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था। कोई दुकान एक टीटवाल में होती थी बस, और जो कुछ आज करनाह में ये नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था।
The villages in Kernaah resemble in many ways the villages in the valley of Kashmir. For away from the maddening crowds of cities and towns, these simple souls live a very simple life in their own world, encountering their own peculiar problems. But how long could they stay away from the modern, materialistic life that is sweeping the globe? Today, the thatched roofs are replaced by tin sheets, and villages after villages, located in isolated valleys, are under the influence of modernity. While the traditional huts and typical village settings are also predominant, the modern houses with kitchens fitted with the latest gadgets are also seen. Rare though, but the effects of modernization are encountered nevertheless. Surprisingly, while the landscape and weather of Kernaah is capable of supporting a huge livestock, only some local cows, sheep and goats can be spotted. For milk and meat, they are dependent on the supplies from outside, much the same way as we are in the cities. The livestock population before the 2005 quake, we were told, was a bit higher. Many of them got killed during the quake, and people find it difficult to buy new ones. Also, some people don't feel the need to rear cows, as milk is now available in the market. Tangdar, the Tehsil headquarters of Karnah, is the central market in the area. It has shops of all kinds, old and new, where people of the area purchase the items of daily use. At many shops throughout Karnah, we find many young girls learning tailoring. This is unique in whole of Jammu and Kashmir, that you find girls on tailoring shops.
जब ज़लज़ला हुआ, उसके पहले ये थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ाई करती थी, बाद में पढ़ाई नहीं कर सके। इन्होंने घर में तो थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा, उसके बाद ये काम सीखे इन्होंने। 4-5 महीने सीखकर ये घर में जाकर अपना काम करते हैं।
With limited cultivable land available, they grow rice on terraced fields with natural irrigation facilities. Wherever we see, lush green rice fields present a beautiful landscape in the backdrop of forests. They also grow maize and vegetables in the fields. The horticulture produce is limited to pears and walnuts. Walnut trees are ubiquitous in the whole of Karnah. The walnut of Karnah is rated very high. At places we can see small trees of oranges and lemons. The abundance of walnut wood in the area has given rise to wood carving. Though a few in number, walnut wood carving shops produce beautiful furniture and decoration items. The literacy rate of Karnah is over 50%, and people here are fully aware about the value of education of their kids. There are primary or middle schools in almost every village. There are also an adequate number of high or higher secondary schools in the area. But poor road connectivity makes it difficult for the students to reach school. The students at places have to bear the rigors of a tedious 5-kilometer mountainous trek to reach school. Poor infrastructure at Karnah discourages good teachers from other parts of Kashmir to work here. Those from Karnah also wait their turn. When shall the agony end? At higher secondary school Kandi, students occasionally make use of EduSat to benefit from the teachers at Srinagar. But the facility remains underutilized due to lack of electricity and other reasons beyond their control.
से बोल रहा हूँ, मेरा नाम इमरान मीर है। ये जो है ना कंप्यूटर को वायरस, ये क्या चीज़ है?
There are 300 high secondary schools, 6 high schools, and around about 80 middle schools, and around about 200 primary schools. Schools are so many here. Now literacy is 50% in Karnah. Why there is literacy? Because people have no option but to go to the school for the purpose of getting jobs. The main motivation is that unless you have a degree, unless you have some diploma, you can't get a job. So people have a compulsion to go in for education.
The establishment of a degree college in the area will help students, especially the female students, go for education beyond 12th class. Most of them, for economic and other reasons, are not able to get out of Karnah for higher education.
इधर कॉलेज नहीं है, कॉलेज अगर होता इधर मैं रेगुलर भी पढ़ सकती थी, मगर इधर कॉलेज नहीं है, दूर दराज इलाके में कैसे जाऊंगी श्रीनगर में इधर?
We don't have a degree college here, neither for boys nor for girls. And 95% boys, they get stranded here only. They can't go to Srinagar or to Kupwara for many obvious reasons. Regarding girls' education, I mean to say 100% dropout is there.
With very few government jobs available and avenues for employment in private sector very scarce, many young men have started local transport service to eke out a living. The euphoria is catching up and the number of vehicles on local roads is increasing with every passing day. The induction of sumo services in the rugged roads of Karnah has eased the movement of residents from one area to the other.
इसके चलने से जनाब बहुत सहूलत मिली, लोगों का आना जाना बहुत फास्ट हुआ, पहले ये सहूलत नहीं थी, कभी कभार कोई फटी पुरानी गाड़ियाँ होती थी, इनके आने से बहुत डेवलप हुआ.
Despite dilapidated roads, over 200 sumo vehicles owned by Karnah residents fly from Tangdar to Srinagar, and about 50 of them transport passengers within Karnah. This is the only public transport facility available in the area. The condition of the roads take a heavy toll on the vehicles, as most of them get damaged beyond repair in the very first year and require repairs.
सरकार से यही मांग है, जैसे अदर स्टेटों में रोड हैं, जैसे गढ़वाला वो साइड में देखो नेशनल हाईवे बने हुए हैं, आप पहाड़ काट के बड़े बड़े पहाड़ काटे हुए, देखने में इंसान को डर लगता है, और वहाँ भी नेशनल हाईवे है. ये तो एक नॉर्मल हेल एरिया है, इतना हेल भी नहीं है ये, तो इसमें तो सरकार को बनाना चाहिए, इतना खर्चा भी नहीं आएगा.
A predominantly Muslim area with a population of around 60,000, Karnah has a small population of Sikhs, residing in a small picturesque village called Tribuni. The Sikhs have been living here for over 10 decades. They did face some problem at the time of partition. Some were killed, others fled, yet some others stayed back and are living in complete harmony with their Muslim neighbors.
महाराजा के टाइम से पहले गए
हैं. कोई पुलिस में थे, कोई गार्ड थे, जंगलात के मुलाजिम थे. जब कबाली आए उस टाइम पर मारे गए, तो कुछ बच्चे रह गए.
भाईचारा है हमारा आपस में.
हाँ, ये लोग अच्छे हैं, मतलब हमारे साथ कुछ नहीं बोल रहे.
जो शादी होगी कि मरना जीना होगा सब वही करते हैं.
Marriages are still celebrated with simplicity and flavor of local culture. Modernity is gradually making inroads in their culture, as is happening elsewhere, but the process is quite slow.
There has been a change in our culture, because I think with the passage of time people have started losing the culture also. They have started imitating it from Valley and other areas.
The sub-district hospital Tangdar, the only hospital worth its name in the area, always experiences a huge rush of patients with all kinds of ailments. Prior to this hospital and scores of other dispensaries in the villages, the people of Karnah would depend on herbs and medicinal plants collected from forests.
ये बूटी शूटी जंगल से लाते थे, उसको काट कर उसको देते थे, मगर वो उससे से ठीक हो जाता था, इतनी बीमारी नहीं थी.
There used to be a localized treatment. There used to be the people with using Indian medicine procedures, and they had some without getting any training. They had a sort of a history of their own. For example, there used to be some families who used to deal with all herbal plants. They used to use those herbal plants only here in this area. But with the passage of time, dispensaries were opened. Doctors were posted from Delhi.
The once thick coniferous forest cover of Karnah was a rich source of medicinal herbs and plants. Pinus longifolia and Cedrus deodara are the dominant Int species. The forest did also an abode for rich population of wild animals, including bears, tigers, lions, and many other species. With deforestation, human interference, and occasional shelling across line of control, the wildlife has almost vanished.
आज जंगल काटे हुए हैं, उसमें बहुत जंगल थे. यहाँ से बाहर कोई कभी जाता था, दूर आदमी जाता था, और शेर और बहुत होते थे, रीछ बहुत होते थे.
यहाँ की तबाही का मूजब बनना या फायरवुड, जंगल की बुनियादी नुकसान कानून का कंट्रोल था फायरवुड. लाला मेलाराम वगैरह ठेकेदार थे ना, आर्मी की लकड़ होती थी, मैं खुद भी ठेकेदार था. जिधर नजदीक लकड़ थी वो हमने काटी. तो आज तो हमारे तब ये जंगल मुक गया. बाकी ये तो खुदा ने बचाया, मैंने जंगल वालों ने नहीं.
Today we don't have dense forests here, so that has also added to our sudden change of weather and other things.
The lush green surroundings with a dense forest cover in olden days once had many natural cold water springs that fed streams gushing through entire Karnah. The water of some of these springs was very cold. Though many of them have vanished over a period of time, some still exist. The water of this spring is too cold. Just dip your hand and feel the chill. You can't stand more than a few seconds. While abundance of fast-flowing streams fed by natural springs and glaciers in the forests makes Karnah susceptible to flash floods, they provide power to many traditional rice and flour mills in the area. While flour mills drawn by water are seen in most of the hilly areas, this rice mill called Paco is unique and seen only in Karnah. For ages, people of Karnah have been using it for grinding rice. With electricity-driven mills making things faster and easier, the number of such mills is now fast decreasing. The locals, especially the elderly, cherish the rice and flour produced from these traditional mills.
इसको पैको बोलते हैं. इसका जो चावल है, ये दबा से इसका छिलका उतरता है और इसका चावल लजीज होता है, साफ होता है. जो मशीन का चावल होता है वो मशीन चलने में गर्मी पैदा करता है, वो जल जाता है और मशीन के चावल से पेट फूल जाता है. इसका चावल जो है ये लजीज है, ये ठंडा है, ये खाने में जायका देता है. इसका खर्चा कम है क्योंकि अपनी खेत में एक मरला ज़मीन लगती है और उसमें 4-6 लकड़ियाँ लगती हैं.
Karnah has enough potential to generate hydroelectric power. One small powerhouse generating about 2 megawatt of power was commissioned here. The powerhouse was damaged by the earthquake of 2005 and remains out of operation since then, though the repair work is in progress. While quake in 2005 wreaked havoc in Karnah and other side of line of control, it did help people living across the line of control come together. The governments of India and Pakistan, after 6 decades, agreed to open a crossing point, allowing people to cross the line and stay with their relatives. Twice a month, people are allowed to cross the line. The event is organized across the Kishanganga River that forms the line of control in Titwal, the last village in Karnah. Emotions run high, and why not? It's humans meeting humans. Some of these people are meeting their close relations after decades, and others seeing them for the first time.
हमें खुशी है कि आपस में रिश्तेदार आर पार एक दूसरे को मिलते हैं और रास्ता हम सोचते हैं और हमारा होना चाहिए। अल्लाह करे ये एलओसी जो खूनी लायन है ये ख़त्म हो, लोग खुले एक दूसरे को मिलें।
While governments of the two countries stick to their guns, people living on either side see across the Kishanganga River and nourish a sentiment and long. When will we finally meet without parting? They are Indians or Pakistanis, but Mother Nature calls them her children, the denizens of earth separated by these man-drawn lines. On either side of Kishanganga, topography is similar. Winds, waters and birds flying freely, with men in uniform watching each other with suspicion. When will the dawn of peace break? They all hope.